All right, hello guys. Welcome to 4th of March trade recap. Okay. Telling you guys straight away, I took a loss. If that makes you feel better, I don't know if it has some sort of emotional impact on you. Yeah, we took a loss. So let's go into the day. What is going on with my mouse? Okay. Trying to see. Okay, I want this chart, that's why. Midnight was here, so let's just kind of do this. Um, well, initially, let's look at the Forex Factory. Now, I'm really surprised today. NFP, like non-farm unemployment change, isn't that meant to have like a severe impact? And then also we had 10 a.m. news as well. And 10 a.m. had a higher impact than NFP, but all right. Anyway, yeah. So that was the news, and let's have a look at the daily. So what do we see on the daily today? Ignoring today's candle, right? What do we have? We have an SMT. Okay, so we sweep this liquidity and we have an SMT here. Okay, so daily chart is showing what bullish price action, right? We swept above previous day's low. Okay, so we swept yesterday's low, previous day's low. So this is the yesterday candle, this is previous day. Sweep it. Okay, let me get an SMT higher, right? So we also do need to still take into consideration that we are at the lower range of the consolidation range. Okay, cool. Now let's have a look at the 4 hour. So 4 hour. Just go here. But yeah, so 4 hour, what do we see? Well, we have basically following the higher time frame sweep, okay, we disrespect a recently made bearish gap. So this bearish gap being displaced through and disrespected on both of the assets, okay? Price shoots up above the high, okay? I was curious here to see if price may wanted to reverse off of this area where it took out the high. So let me actually just show you guys. Bang. So we shoot above this high, okay? And I was interested in seeing if price may want to actually retrace a little bit lower because this is external, move back into internal, and then move back out into external, okay? If we're strongly bullish, price should displace through this area, okay? Now on the hourly, interesting thing that we see here is that we initially took out sell side liquidity on a higher time frame, but then rallied in to a premium range, okay? So we rallied into the premium range. So this is our range. Went into the premium, created a high. Went back into internal, okay? On both assets, and our price is taking out an external high. Right, if price fails to displace above, then we could see some form of gravitation towards bullish gaps, okay? Yeah, if we displace through, then obviously we can expect a deeper draw into what? External liquidity, okay? So bear in mind, guys, all of these things I was making notes on, and I was correct, and I was super convinced that this was obviously correct, right? And I had good analysis. But obviously, I'll show you guys later on. I just make a mistake, and that's just how it is. You learn from your mistakes, don't you? So midnight opening price. What do we see? Price moves a little bit lower, and then it moves higher. Okay. And what else do we have? London takes out external liquidity. Okay, here, the hourly high, London takes it out. Okay. Now we begin to see some sort of a breakdown. Okay, so let me just skip a couple candles down. We get a change in the state of delivery here, right? Now, if you obviously took this entry, you would have banked on a little bit. Don't know exactly how much, but you would have banked on it. Okay, you took this short. But yeah. I was interested in seeing, given that we had this external sweep, we'd run back into internal liquidity, aka this bullish gap. Okay. Where's the bullish gap? Let me show you that. Right here. This is the bullish hourly gap. And I think it's a 4 hour as well. Yeah. So we have a 4 hour and an hourly. Okay. Combined. Yeah. When this internal liquidity is reached, I want to see if price will continue to move lower. So we have a London reversal, New York continuation, okay? Or we get price like New York reversing into some sort of area, manipulating and then distributing higher, okay? But yeah. So following on, let's just continue kind of and see what's going on. Price does what? It moves on higher. Okay, so let me actually just go back. Price moves on higher, right? So we reach this hourly gap, fill it in, respect it, and move off higher, right? This should have been the first line to not take a short, right? Because I saw this external high and I was like, we're going to take this out, reach into this internal draw, and run back into external lows before pushing off higher, right? That is, yo, I was doing a madness, like low key. I was thinking I'm that guy. Like, I don't know what else to really say. Like, I was really thinking super duper hard, you know. But yeah, on the 15-minute, what do we see? Price respects this bullish gap. Okay, price respects it. So in what way do I think that we're gonna go like lower, right? If we're respecting this gap, price comes in, works into it, fills it in, respects it. Price completely fills it in here. Obviously, they're in tandem, so this one's respecting it and this one kind of moves out a little bit. People will be shocked, be like, oh shit, it's displacing through. But you have to look at both assets. Okay, price was respecting this gap. Now, this area to me was quite important. So if we respected this gap, I could see shorts being reasonable. Okay, for the sake that internal, external, and obviously we're in a premium, right? But that does not end up happening. Okay. Um, what do I see happen? So when the market opens, okay, what do we have? Price comes up, sweeps this area. Okay, so let's just actually go on the place where I actually took the trade. So price comes up, takes out these highs, and we have a distribution lower. So what? This is the change in the state of delivery. Okay. In fact, it's actually here. This will change the state of delivery. Now, I was expecting price to retrace up. Okay. This is the 5-minute, so see that's not correct, but the 15-minute change in the state of delivery would be here, would it not? Now, the trade idea that I took, just not really good. Reason for it, I took a different approach by being more refined. So what I saw was a 2-minute displacement leg. Okay, so it's from this high to this low. Okay, and I took a trade setup on this premium gap. Okay, so what does price do? Price taps in, we move a little bit lower. Okay, you're thinking nice, good stuff, and then oh, there we go. We hit stop loss. Okay. So mistake was you're entering short on a position where this gap was being respected. Okay. Not the smartest of moves, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and sob. So 9:30 a.m. New York Open, what do we have? We have a manipulation into this PD array. So let's actually just grab out the range. Boom, we can see we're in a discount. Okay. So that should have been the first kind of eye opener. Okay. And yeah, so I guess stopped out. What I actually do is prior to getting stopped out, I just close my position. So instead of me risking the 1%, okay, I don't know why it's not showing. Instead of me risking the 1%, I think I lost like 0.5%. So I was really like kind of leaning towards taking another trade. Okay, taking another trade. But at the end of the day, I was just like, you know what, let me just not. Okay, because that's just when you're starting to chase. Okay. But yeah, pretty much I traded against the market, okay? I need to remain calm and patient. Like I saw the zigzags. I'm like, New York opens, bang, we made a bit higher. Okay, we get a change to state delivery, right? But even then, like, come on, that's not change to state delivery. This is okay, but this is also quite misleading. Okay, you want them to kind of not align, but in the sense of you're trading against the market anyway. I don't know what you expect, right? Here we have a sweep, change the state delivery. Price obviously did not offer. any sort of retracement lower, and that's okay. Okay. So I think on a day like this, I would have probably missed a trade, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, price does not reach into the area that I want it to. Let's just see here. Yeah, so this is we didn't reach a discount, and that's okay. All right, so what does price end up doing? Just kind of consolidates, and this was the move for the day. All right, that's literally it. We were bullish, bang, 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 and we just continued on. Okay, let's leave. And yeah, price obviously just kind of consolidates a little bit. What are we reaching? This 4-hour gap. Okay, we're reaching into this 4-hour gap, and I can obviously see price either respecting it or displacing through tomorrow. And this is either our next draw or these bullish gaps are our draw. Okay. But yeah, so the lessons learned. First, we were clearly bullish. Okay. Everything that I was saying in the beginning about my analysis was correct. We were bullish and we were expecting bullish prices. Therefore, the only ideal thing that I should have seen was to take a long. Okay, and I took a short, and that's okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. Stuff like this happens, mistakes happen, and it's just you know, clearing all the brain fog. Okay. I marked out the fact that we were bullish, and when the market opened up, my brain went into 3 different galaxies, and I began to overthink. Okay, there's no clear structure on taking a short, which should have been a eureka moment to not take a trade. You know how we had the weird 15-minute thing? So here, like, that's not really a change of the state of delivery, right? Because you kind of want to see the change of the state of delivery to be here. Okay, you want to change the state of delivery to say this is our sweep, the down candle, right? So ideally, even here, right, price should close below, and it doesn't. Okay, and it doesn't. But yeah. Another thing, obviously the entry was wrong. It was on a 2-minute displacement leg. Like the 5 minutes, I want to learn, like, the reason I did this, right, is because I see everyone else trading on a smaller time frame, more refined, and having way better executions than me. And on top of that, it's a thing where I kind of want to be in the market quick and out, right? In and out. And I don't really like sitting and waiting very long because it's just it's a play on your head, right? But this is what trading is, right? It's a patience game. You're not gonna sit here and expect everything to work perfectly the way you want it to. Okay. So yeah, what I think I'll do is I'll probably backtest on my own, and just kind of see if I can refine my strategy. I know it's fractal. I know my strategy is fractal. It's just obviously you want to pay attention to a high time frame liquidity sweep, and then obviously get like a more refined entry. But it's really difficult. Like I don't really understand it yet, you know? Like here, this would be a perfect example, except I just don't think we get a change of state delivery here, do we? Yeah, we get a change of state delivery here, and we would have missed the opportunity. Okay. But yeah, overall lesson to trust my analysis and my bias, right? Don't fly around trying to be correct on a counter trend move, right? It's highly unlikely you're going to get it right because you're not him yet. Okay, you're not him yet. You got to wait, get experience in the markets. Okay. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys learned something from today's trade recap because I definitely did. I'm gonna eat, make some food, and back test. Okay, cool. I'll see you lot tomorrow. Bye bye.